Hello everyone, though this is a trophy channel, I thought I would make a brief video showcasing my PS Vita, the games that I have, and some of the accessories that I have for it. So I'll start off with the console itself, or the handheld itself. As you can see, I have the plain black Vita. It came in the Call of Duty Black Ops bundle. That came with, of course, Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, a 4GB memory card, and the system that you see here. In the system itself, I have a 32GB memory card, something that you definitely need, even if you're a person who likes physical downloads over digital downloads. I definitely suggest a 32GB memory card because a 4GB memory card will fill up very quickly, especially if you get certain games like Uncharted, which I think is 3GB itself. So I have two spare 4GB memory cards, one that came with the bundle itself and one that came with a starter kit, as they put it. It came with a pair of headphones, a little plastic case for your games, cleaning cloth, screen protector, and a soft case, none of which I use. It was $20 and I don't use any of it. So on the system, I of course have all my games and everything, so I will just outline those. On my home screen I have a lot of the default icons, the ones I use the most, like the PlayStation Store, trophies, friends, settings. Then I've got a few add-ons like Netflix, which I use every now and then, but I don't find that the speakers on the Vita are all that great. They're not too loud. YouTube I never use on here. Wake Up Club I'll use once in a blue moon as an alarm, but I usually just use the alarm on my phone. On the second page I have the rest of the default icons, none of which I really use, except maybe Content Manager. And now we have my games. First I have Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, which I purchased as a digital download. Second, I have Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, which, as I previously stated, came with my bundle. I also have Chronovolt, Disgaea, however you pronounce that, both of which I got free with PlayStation Plus, neither of which I ever play. I've got the FIFA Soccer demo, yes, soccer, because I am Canadian, and I say soccer, not football. And then there's a Final Fantasy Tactics, which is a PSP game. I have never played that. Foosball 2012, Germinator, and then God's Eater Burst, which is another PSP game, all three of which I got free PlayStation Plus. None that I've really jumped into too much, but I've played around with. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I wanted a Grand Theft Auto game for the Vita, and since they aren't making any new ones right now, I thought I would just get this one. It was on PSP. Any of these icons, if you're not familiar, that aren't full, like Foosball, Chronovolt, Assassin's Creed, etc. Any that aren't a full icon where they just kind of have a rectangle within the square, that's a PSP game. On the second page I have Gravity Rush, which came free when I first got my Vita on PlayStation Plus, and it is still available. Guacamelee, I am probably in the minority. I don't see what is so great about the game. I have played it for a couple of hours. It's just an average game to me. I'm not saying it's bad, but just an average game. Jet Set Radio I've played a little bit, also came free on PlayStation Plus, and so did Jetpack and Knit Underground, both of which I've played around with. Lego Harry Potter 2, which is years 5 to 7. That game I have a physical copy of, and I've played a little bit of that. I think I've played most of it, actually. Just haven't touched it in a couple months. Little Big Planet Vita, I got that digital download. That's a good game as well. I played through that whole entire game. That's a really good one. Little Big Planet is always a must-have for both PS3 and Vita. Then we've got a Mega Man game, which came free with PlayStation Plus. It was a PSP game, never played it. Mod Nation Racers, I played through that entire game. I have the physical copy. Ninja Gaiden, never touched it, got it free with PlayStation Plus. Persona 4 Golden, that's another game that I am in the minority of. I don't see what is so amazing about it. It was my first JRPG and likely to be my last JRPG. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just not my kind of game. I have the physical copy of it. I heard that it was good. I watched some videos of it and thought, oh, I'll give it a try, but like I said, it's just not my kind of game. I played maybe 8 hours of it, which is kind of a lot. That's how long some games are. But this one, I believe, is several hours, maybe 40 to 100 or something like that. I can't remember. Pinball Arcade is another one I got free with PlayStation Plus. Plants vs. Zombies I bought for a few bucks, however much it costs on the PSN. I played it through on PlayStation 3, so I didn't really touch it a whole lot on here. PlayStation All-Stars, that was a good game to play on here. I recommend that one if you don't have it. Retro City Rampage free with PlayStation Plus, along with Soul Calibur, the PSP game there, neither which I have really touched. Retro City I played a little bit of. Super Stardust, that is the demo. I haven't really tested it or played around with it enough to decide whether I want to purchase it. I know it's got some good reviews, but we'll see. I've still got a lot of other games to play with. Tekken 6, that's a PSP game I got with PlayStation Plus. Never play it. 2D Adventures of Octo, whatever that is. That's a game I got free with PlayStation Plus years ago, 2 years ago, whenever that was, when the PSN went down and they gave everyone a PlayStation account, or a PlayStation Plus account. Uncharted, that's another game I have a physical copy of, though it is available with PlayStation Plus. I have The Warriors, that's a PSP game, however I strongly recommend you buy it. It is one of my favorite games of all time, though it is kind of old. You can tell the graphics are old. It is likely to be my most favorite game, next to The Last of Us, which is a great game. This is a video. The Warriors, it also came out on original Xbox, PS2. It's based on the 1979 movie, which is actually my third favorite movie of all time. It's a great game made by Rockstar. I definitely recommend checking it out. I think it's $15, and it's also available as a PS2 classic on the PSN for PS3. Wipeout 2048, that's another PlayStation Plus game that I got. Really good game, played through a lot of it. It's a fun racing game. Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, that's what it's called. I have never played that. That was recently available on PlayStation Plus. And finally, Zombie Tycoon 2, which I checked out briefly on my PS3 because it is a cross-platform game. One person can play on the Vita while the other person plays on the PS3, and you can do a co-op thing. I have yet to check that out, but it's an alright game if you're into those little cartoony, kind of senseless games. As I said when I was going through the games, I've also got a few physical copies here. I've got this is the case that the Black Ops Declassified game came in the bundle. Uncharted Golden Abyss, Persona 4 Golden, Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, and Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 or Harry Potter Lego 2. I have a couple pairs of headphones for my Vita. They can also be used with other things like phones, or I'm sure they can be used with a DS. Anything you've got that just uses a 3.5mm jack. The first headset that I have for my Vita are the official Sony PS Vita in-ear headset or earbuds. Now they're nothing special. They're your average earbuds that have these rubber that go inside the ear. They've got decent quality materials, though I do find that this black plastic around the rubber tends to rub against the ear and kind of scratches, so they're not the most comfortable headset. They do have a mic on one of the sides, so you can chat in-game if you're playing with other people. Otherwise, it'll just come out your speakers if you don't have this headset hooked up, or it'll just go through your mic there. So nothing special, but they're $15, I believe. They retail for $14.99. I got mine for $13.99. They were an open item at Best Buy, but that's the first set of headphones that I have. The second set of headphones that I have for my Vita are the Turtle Beach EarForce M5 headphones. These retail for $14.99, and I only paid $6 after all was said and done with taxes and everything. I had got an email from the company Future Shop, who is owned by Best Buy. I think they might be a Canadian company, I'm not sure. I got an email from them with a free $10 certificate. So I was in there one day and I said, well, I have nothing else to spend this on. There's nothing else I want to buy right now. So I saw these, $15, thought, it only cost me $5 or $6 after tax. So I got them, so they only cost me that. So you can't really go wrong for something like that. And really you can't go wrong for $15 either. They're a decent gaming headset. Nothing over the top. I would say though, they aren't the greatest if you don't want people hearing what you're playing around you, or if you want to tune people out, because when you have these things on, this meshy kind of material is pretty thin. You put them on, and you know with some headphones they kind of seal over your ears. You can't hear much. These ones you can hear perfectly fine. If you're talking to someone, you put these on, you can continue to hear them. Even when you're playing something, you really can still hear. And also, even worse is they can hear you, or they can hear what's coming out of your headphones here. I've got the startup screen for Superstar Delta. I just picked a random game there. And I'll turn the volume max, and I can hear them perfectly. Even if you close them like this, you can hear them perfectly. I don't know how well this will go over or record well with the microphone, but you can certainly hear them, especially if you have it full, or if you're in the middle of a game that is kind of loud. You'll definitely be able to hear them. So they're not the most amazing headphones, but they are decent. These swivel to make them flat, or however you want to do them, I don't know, but they're okay headphones, nothing special. Get them if you happen to see them and you need some gaming headphones. Final accessory that I'll be showing is probably one of the best investments you can make, or that I made anyways, for my Vita if you want to keep it protected. And that is for the officially licensed product by Sony. It's by Rocketfish. It's the PS Vita Vault Case. It's a pretty heavy duty rubber seal. It'll keep water out. Really hard plastic. Got a hinge there. Probably the best investment you can make, because it will really keep it protected. It is the Vault Case. It's like a safe. It'll keep it protected. So inside, you push this little deal to the side, that opens it up. And inside you've got this little microfiber piece that'll keep your case nice and protected, the screen. It's really high quality and durable rubber inside here that your Vita fits nicely into. And I got a little bit of customization going on. Usually you can only fit 3 games and a memory card. However, like I said, I got a bit of customization going on. I can put 8 more games, even though I only own 5 physical copy of games. I can put now 11. So I just had my girlfriend sew this material on. It's actually a microfiber cleaning cloth. Just cut strips and then sewed them along here, and then the size of the case. And that's really handy. It's also good to have, you have 3 more spots. And that really isn't enough. I know most people are into digital games, especially with the Vita. 3 spots just isn't enough for games. Plus there's a spot for memory card, which I don't need. I do have spare memory cards, but I don't use them at all. So this is a really good quality case. I do recommend getting it if you've got $15, maybe $20. I'm pretty sure it's $14.99, but it could be $20. Not 100% sure. Keeps it nice and protected. This covers the screen and seals up nice and tight. That about does it for this video. If you have any comments or suggestions for my videos, go ahead and leave a comment down below, especially if it's pertaining to a particular game you'd like me to do a trophy video for. Preferably if it's for a game that I have, but if not, I can see about getting that game, adding it to my library. Depending on how much it costs, if it's not a game I don't want to get, I'm likely not going to buy it just so I can do a couple trophy videos. But yeah, especially if you have any video requests, trophy requests for games that I have, I went through them. If you don't remember, you can just rewind this video. Just let me know what videos you'd like me to do on what trophies, and I will see what I can do. Thanks for watching.